back to you with another, which I'm excited for today, another Video Nasties review. This is actually, I believe this is episode 3, if I'm not mistaken, of my Video Nasty series. And I'll kind of get into it again since it's been a couple of weeks since I've uploaded one of these, or at least a week and a half. Video Nasties are a list of 72 movies that were banned in the UK whenever they first came out, and in that country. They were under the ban code. There was like a law back then that was passed where specific things could not be shown in movies. And the movies that I'm reviewing in this series are movies that were actually banned around that time period. So today I'm actually reviewing, and I went ahead and I wanted to do the review and put it on the screen here. Just go ahead and play some of the movies, some of the parts of the movie. We're about a little bit over halfway through here. Hopefully there'll be no spoilers. This movie's called Let Sleeping Corpses Lie. AKA, I had to write these down because I couldn't remember, The Living Dead at Manchester Morgue, which actually, the movie is I think it's most known for The Living Dead at Manchester Morgue, aka Let Sleeping Corpses Lie, which in my opinion is kind of a dumb name, and aka Don't Open the Window, which is even more of a dumb name. I kind of like The Living Dead at Manchester Morgue. I think that's pretty cool. But pretty much, this movie is directed by Jorge Grau. It was filmed in 1974, so it makes it a pretty old, I guess you can call it zombie movie, Living Dead movie. This movie focuses on two characters. You got this gentleman here that you see with the longer hair and the leather jacket, and then you got the lady right next to him. Those are the two main characters. It's actually cool that they're showing them right now because I'm talking about it. But pretty much the movie opens up. George is actually taking a trip. His name is George. He's taking a trip from his antique shop to go to help a friend build his house, rebuild his house, or start working on his house, his friend's house. He stops at a gas station. He's on a motorcycle, and the other lady here, I can't remember her name. Edna, this lady here with the red hair. She pulls up at the gas station right behind George, or actually George pulls up behind her. They're about to get gas. George goes inside to start getting some food and to pay for his gas, and Edna backs up into his motorcycle, pretty much breaking the motorcycle for the most part, where he can't drive it. So he asks, George asks Edna if she can bring him to the next closest town, so he can get in touch with some of his friends, so he can start working on his house, start helping his friend work on their house. So Edna of course agrees. She's kind of hesitant, but she agrees. And then during this whole ordeal, they start heading over to the next house. Edna's actually trying to visit her troubled sister in the whole part. That's why Edna's in this town. She's trying to visit her sister. Her sister's on drugs. She's really having a hard time. She's kind of mentally unstable. And her sister's with this guy who is like a photographer. His name's Martin. Well, pretty much the premise of the movie is Martin gets attacked by this like zombie-like character. This like undead character, this undead guy, who's actually one of the main zombies. He's in a lot of scenes in this movie, this zombie. Martin gets attacked, he gets killed by this zombie, which doesn't really spoil anything. Martin's not really a main character or anything. And everybody thinks it's Edna's sister, because she's on drugs, she's having a hard time, she's not doing very good. And this same zombie tried to attack Edna, which is the red-haired girl, the main character. But George, which is this guy, he didn't believe her at first, but then he realized it. And pretty much throughout the movie, the rest of the movie, it's a really simple premise. It's pretty much that these corpses are coming back to life. They're being reanimated. And actually, the cool thing about these zombies that I found really interesting is, zombies from the Dawn of the Dead series. You got zombies from, zombies from 28 Days, 28 Weeks Later. You got zombies from like Walking Dead and things of that nature, the newer zombies. They all have a common theme. They're kind of slow moving. They don't really think a whole lot. I mean, some of the zombies from the later Romero films, they had, like Bub, and it's not really later, but you had Bub, and then you had like, the guy from the black zombie from Land of the Dead, who was pretty smart as well. He was like a leader. These zombies are just really powerful. Like, this is one scene where these two zombies like pick up like a freaking gravestone and throw it at this like police officer. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, aren't they supposed to be decomposing and like their muscles are breaking down? But apparently not. They can actually pick up things. They're very smart. They're very, like, when they get on top of you, you can't move. You can't push them off. It's really hard to push them off. So it's interesting to see that the zombies in this movie, the way that they were made, they were kind of just just crazy. And this is a good scene right here that this guy right here, he is a police officer in this movie. And throughout the later part of the movie, the latter part of the movie, which is around the third act, him and his colleagues start investigating these deaths that are happening from these zombies. They don't know it's the zombies, but they actually think that George, which is the long-haired main character, is doing these like killings, or is killing these people. And they think these people are kind of going crazy. They're trying to blame Edna's sister, since she's kind of, you know, she's like a drug addict, for killing Martin. And then they're blaming George for killing a bunch of people. And these things progress. Oh, here's the scene, actually right here, if you watch, where they pick up the gravestone. It's kind of crazy. I really love this scene. It's pretty awesome. But pretty much, there's a bunch of killings going on. Police are investigating it. FBI is investigating it, whatever they are. And you got George and Edna here trying to survive, trying to, you know, pick up the pieces, figure out what's going on. You know, Edna's trying to save her sister. George is trying to get to his friend's house, but at the same time, he's being blamed for all these murders. And these zombies are just out of control. People keep getting bit. People keep turning into zombies. They don't understand, I guess, at this point in time, that you could hit them in the head with a you know, with an axe or an arrow or something and kill them. Yeah, they sort of throw the gravestone, which is pretty. It's crazy how they actually throw that gravestone out. But yeah, and George actually starts lighting them on fire with a torch, which is pretty cool. He lights them on fire to kill them for the most part. They're scared of fire. They seem like they're scared of fire. Overall, I don't want to spoil anything, but overall, I would give this movie. I really truly enjoyed this movie. This is one of the earlier zombie movies, you know, aside from, you know, Night of the Living Dead. It's an earlier zombie movie. It's on the Video Nasties list. It's pretty gruesome. I mean, you see a scene here where they're like opening up a dude. I mean, back in the 70s, this stuff would have been pretty brutal. It's kind of like a Dawn of the Dead type flick. It's an earlier zombie film. I don't think it's that bad made. I kind of enjoyed it. The storyline I really enjoyed. I really like this movie. I would definitely probably give this movie, in my opinion, I would give this movie probably a 7.5 out of 10. This is one of the better Video Nasties I've actually so far watched. I did do the House at the End of the Park, which I did enjoy that, and I did The Island of Death, which I didn't really care for too much. Me and Derek did that review. But I would give this about a 7.5 out of 10. I really did enjoy this. Rewatch value, I feel like I'll probably rewatch this again. Me and my brother actually watched the latter half, the second and third acts of this movie. He came into it like, you know, second act, and he knew kind of what was going on. I quickly summed it up for him, and we watched the end of it. Really cool movie. I'd say check it out. I'm going to be coming back with some more Video Nasty reviews. I really enjoy doing these reviews. I really enjoy watching some of these movies. So be on the lookout for that. Like and subscribe this video if you enjoyed my review. Let me know if there's any Video Nasties out there. There's 72 of them, guys. Let me know if there's any you want to see me review. I did review Cannibal Holocaust on Body Bags, which is another channel that I'm a part of. I'll leave the description for Body Bags down below, so like and subscribe their page as well. I did do a review of Cannibal Holocaust on there. That is another Video Nasty as well. I'd like to do Cannibal Ferox at some point, which I probably will, so be on the lookout for that. But until next time, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Peace out. See ya.